Unsolved Mysteries and Crime. The stories I'm about to share have puzzled detectives and fascinated people for decades. So, find a comfortable spot, take a deep breath, and let's explore these eerie tales together. But first, you know what we're gonna do. Got the Condal from Spain. Now, let's dive into it and start with the disappearance of the Sodder children. Let's start with a mystery that has haunted a small town in West Virginia for decades. The disappearance of the Sodder children. It was a Christmas Eve, 1945. A time when the Sodder family, with their 9 children, was preparing to celebrate, but that night a fire broke out in their home. 5 of the 9 children escaped, but the other 5 vanished without a trace. The fire burned quickly, but strangely, it did not consume the house entirely. The remains of the missing children were never found, not a single bone or fragment. Despite a thorough investigation, no clues were uncovered. And here's where it gets stranger. A series of unusual events had happened in the months leading up to the fire. An unknown man visited the family, warning that their house would go up in flames due to dirty devices, and a strange phone call late at night just before the fire broke out. Some believe the children were kidnapped, perhaps by an underground organization, but despite extensive searches and endless theories, the Sodder children's fate remains a haunting mystery, wrapped in suspicion and secrecy. What really happened on that cold Christmas night? We will never know. Then, number two, we have the Zodiac Killer. Next, we move to California in the late 1960s, a time of peace and love, shattered by a string of brutal murders committed by the infamous Zodiac Killer. Unlike most killers, the Zodiac Killer thrived on attention. He sent cryptic letters to the press, taunting the police with puzzles and codes, daring them catch him. Over 50 years later, we still don't know who he was. The Zodiac claimed to have killed 37 people. Though only 5 have officially been confirmed. His coded messages, some of which remain unsolved to this day, hinted at dark secrets and twisted motives. There have been countless suspects, men who fit the profile, but none have been definitely proven to be the Zodiac. Was he a madman, a genius, or perhaps both? The mystery remains, a chilling reminder of how one man could terrify an entire state and elude justice forever. Number 3. The death of Elisa Lam. In 2013, the mysterious death of Elisa Lam at the notorious Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles shocked the world. Elisa was a young student traveling alone when she disappeared. Hotel guests began to complain about strange tasting water. Little did they know, Elisa's body was later discovered inside a water tank on the hotel's roof. The last known footage of her is deeply disturbing. In the elevator of the Cecil Hotel, Elisa appears confused, frightened. She presses all the buttons, steps in and out as if she's talking to or running from someone unseen. How did she end up in the water tank? The hotel's roof was locked, and the tanks were heavy and hard to access. Was it a tragic accident, a mental health crisis, or something darker, involving a presence or force beyond our understanding? The unsettling footage and lack of answers have led to endless speculation, but no concrete resolution, only mystery. Number 4. The Dyatlov Pass incident. Our next mystery takes us to the icy slopes of the Ural Mountains in 1959, where 9 experienced Russian hikers set out on an expedition that would tragically end in the Dyatlov Pass incident. When the rescuers finally discovered their campsite, they were met with a sight beyond belief. The hikers' tent, it was cut open from the inside, and their bodies were scattered across the snow. Some were missing eyes, one was missing a tongue, and several had suffered injuries that were Yet, there were no signs of an avalanche or struggle, just eerie footprints leading away into the darkness. Theories have ranged from hypothermia-induced madness to secret military experiments to extraterrestrial encounters. The Russian government reopened the case in 2019, but only concluded that an avalanche caused their death. Many remain unconvinced. What could drive 9 seasoned hikers to tear their way out of their own tent and flee into certain death in the freezing night? This mystery, like the cold mountain itself, remains frozen in time. And now, for number 5, the last on the list is the vanishing of D.B. Cooper. Now, for a story that has captured the imagination of amateur sleuths, seasoned investigators alike, in 1971, a man calling himself Dan Cooper, later known as D.B. Cooper, he hijacked a Northwest Orient Airlines flight between Portland and Seattle. He calmly demanded $200,000 in ransom and parachutes. When these demands were met, he jumped from the plane into the stormy night somewhere over the Pacific Northwest. And then he vanished, despite one of the largest manhunts in US history. No trace of Cooper or the ransom money was ever found. The FBI investigated hundreds of suspects, questioned witnesses, even followed leads from tipsters, but all came up empty. Some believe Cooper didn't survive the jump, while others think he lived out his days in quiet anonymity. Did he make it to safety? Or was his fate sealed by the wild terrain below? The mystery of D.B. Cooper is one of daring, intrigue, and the ultimate disappearing act. There you have it, boys and girls. 5 of the craziest and most chilling unsolved mysteries in crime that continue to haunt us to this day. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which mystery keeps you up at night. Until next time, stay safe and keep wondering.